For homecoming this week, we got a team coming in here very similar to us. They opened up in Texas. They played Baylor. They went on the road and played a Southern Miss team. They played a very challenging schedule. They got wins over Memphis. And they got wins over Purdue. So they're probably about the same boat we are. We're looking to win. So it's important that we have a great week of preparation here. And one thing about this football team, they're a lot better than people think they are. Don't look at your record. Look at who they play. And they get into the Big Ten team, Purdue. We beat the Memphis team last week, so we'll have our hands full. I think anytime you're located in the state of Texas, you're going to have athletes. They got a tailback, McDuffie, started at Michigan as a freshman. You kind of athletes they've got. David Bell does a great job coaching them. They're well coached, they're extremely physical, and we've got to make sure we have a great week of practice, a great week of preparation, so we're ready to go.
What do they do well?
Well, they create a lot of issues for you, Chuck, offensively, because they do a lot of different. They run the option. They got an option phase in their offense. They throw it around. The quarterback, they have a lot of quarterback runs incorporated in their offense, and they create a lot of issues for you with different formations and what they do. The thing they do well defensively is they play extremely hard, and they got guys that they line up and they play extremely physical. They play extremely hard.
On defense at 35, Scott Solomon really gives you a lot of problems.
He does. You watch him play, and then you just go turn on the tape. And again, they play extremely hard. They got a lot of those kids from Texas. That's great football. They played there in Texas, and they may not be the most highly recruited kids, but football is important to them. You can tell by watching them play. They play hard, and not just 35, but that entire defense. They play a lot of there.
Just talked to one of them. He points out they're much more veteran and much deeper than they were 2, 3, 4
We
years
got front four, the 3 of them are seniors. And they got 7 term starter on the defense, and we've got a lot of people who play a lot of football. The quarterback is just a sophomore, but he replaced a kid that played as a senior, so he's evidently better than the kid who was a starter a year ago who was playing. So they had McDuffie, who's eligible. He's a starter at Michigan, as a freshman. So a tailback. So they got some good players.
They seem to be a little bit like you in that they're having some issues running the ball.
Yeah, a little bit like Coach. They lined up and played against Texas. They lined up and played against Baylor. They lined up and played against Southern Miss. They lined up and played against Purdue. In the Big Ten, they lined up and played against Memphis. And nobody. I mean, again, a lot of the issues they're having on offense is who they played against. I talked to Manny Diaz from Texas last night, who I was with at NC State. And Manny said, Doc, he said, they're going to play hard and they're going to come after you. Texas has better athletes than Rice. So Baylor's an excellent football team. You watch Baylor on tape, and I think they're a really good football team. So, it's hard to gauge, how good they are at certain times because of who they play. They lined up to play their own schedule. I think they played the 6th toughest schedule in America at this point. And it's not it's an easy thing to do. Rice, but that's so. They're a lot better than what people give them credit for because of who they play.
Talk a little bit about Sam McDuffie's skill set, what he kind of brings to the table.
I think anytime you go to Michigan, start as a freshman, you're pretty good. I don't know what happened in Michigan, but he ended up where he is. But number 1, he was recruited at Michigan, and number 2, he started there as a young kid. They play as 2 or 3 different tailbacks, there, but he's a talented guy when he gets the ball in his hands. He's had some injury issues too. I'm not sure he's totally healthy with those, but he's good. He's got the ball.
Seems like he catches the ball a lot out of the backfield too.
He does. Him and they do a good job getting the ball in the field.
Same thing could be said maybe of your team, the people you played and lined up against. You haven't played a defense worse than the 37th best defense in the nation.
Well, we're not going to ever, like I say, I'm not happy at all where our offense is. To me to say I'm happy with our offense, I'm not. We got to get better. But you're right. Like four of the 6 teams we played are in the top 18 in the country, not in the conference, in the country. The other 2, one's 25, ranked, the other one's 31 or something. Southern Miss being the lesser of all of them. So, but that, there's not an excuse. We got to get better. Our players got to make plays, and we have lined up and played some good people, and just like Rice has. Unfortunately, we're both where we are, and we both have to win a football game. So that's what it is.
In retrospect, Coach, when you look back at these 6 and you realize you started a true freshman, that's putting a lot on a kid.
It is. It's putting a lot on him, but that's hopefully, I guess the old adage is you get better playing people. I'm not sure you do, but that's what maybe that'll come true. I mean, you line up and play for 6 straight weeks against those kind of people, you know, hopefully we've gotten better, we've learned a lot from it, and we've gotten tougher, and that'll help us in the second stretch. You know, we'll see, time will tell, but, you know, and again, David Rice is in the same situation, he's probably saying the same thing I am right now.
Are you pleased with what Keem's done? I mean,
Say
he's
again?
been in some tough situations.
Oh, yes, I mean, he's, you know, he has, as a lot of those young kids have, and our centers, I mean, centers are true freshmen, not true freshmen, but freshmen start for the first time too in those situations, so a lot of those kids have, and, you know, and again, you know, offensively, we just got, as a group, we gotta get better than we have to.
You think about a change under center?
I am, and that may happen this weekend. I mean, you know, we've got certain standards and expectations, Woody, that we expect every player to live up to, and if they don't, they sit and watch with me, and the other guy plays. And AJ will start Saturday.
So this is about something besides his play?
No, not totally, no. It's a little bit of, you know, and I'm not gonna get into all that with you, but if AJ will start the game Saturday.
I did have a viewer tell me that Keem looked out of sorts at one point.
I mean, you know, I'll say it again, we have expectations and standards, I expect every player to live up to. As a quarterback or wide out, offensive lineman, does that mean he won't play? No. I mean, he'll play. At that point, AJ's going, you know, AJ will start on Saturday, and we'll see how he does. If he goes in there and plays well, he'll continue to play. And Cato will be ready to play at some point. Time presents itself.
How's that change in play calling with AJ, Andy?
And actually see how AJ goes to play, so he can get it out there.
You think
I'm like Doug, I mean, I hear from the fans a lot, and they seem to think the play calling is conservative. I don't know if it's conservative, I don't know if it's freshman quarterback, I don't know if it's great defenses, or it's probably all of those.
You know, let me say this to you, our offense is very similar, as far as our philosophy goes to Southern Miss. Southern Miss is 18th in America right now, total offense. And a lot of that has to do because they got a 4th-year quarterback. It's a quarterback, they got good skill kids, a lot of things go into that, but our offense from a philosophical standpoint is no different. We have the same plays, we have the same routes. Are we doing perfect right now? No. We gotta get better. We'll continue to work hard this week.
what kind of spark can AJ give that side of the ball?
We're gonna see. I mean, yeah, I mean, we'll find out. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. You know, he's gonna get a chance to go in there and play, and we'll see how he does.
Will you make any other changes on offensive coaches?
No. There's no other change we can really make at this point. Keith, we're gonna, you know, play the guys we got and get the guys that we have that we got to.
You mentioned the difficult defenses that you've faced so far. How do you evaluate Cato's performance versus what Graham does against what you're, you know?
Well, I haven't seen, I mean, it's hard for me to do at this point because I haven't seen Graham very full time to play the Southern Miss a year ago. He hadn't gone into that situation and had the opportunity to play, so we'll find out. I mean, we'll find out Saturday. We'll find out Saturday what he does in that situation. I think that's the right, fair thing to do, is give him a shot and see what happens.
Do you think his strength is maybe his running ability over Keem?
I don't know. I mean, and there's Rakeem Cato's going to be an excellent quarterback. He's going to be an excellent quarterback, and he's not a big deal. There's a chance he'll play Saturday. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But you know, I think he'll be an excellent quarterback here before his career's over, without a doubt. But there are, as I mentioned before, we expect things out of the players as far as expectations and standards are concerned. If the players don't meet that, whether you're a quarterback or a wide out or an offensive lineman or defensive tackle, I'm gonna make a change. And that's what we're doing.
Ryan Tillman gonna be able to go, you think?
I hope so. I think, and again, you know, I ask you not to, what I talk about it here is free game and papers, what you see on the practice field, that you're not commenting on as far as injuries and all that are concerned. But I think everybody that we have on the travel squad that was in Central Florida, there's a good chance that we have some injuries at this point. We have some guys that are banged up, that type of thing that everybody does. I'm sure it has the same thing in practice.
It seemed like Dobson's foot was a little bit better last week.
Yeah, it is, Chuck. But the problem I've got is and I truly believe that he's got practice, you know, and he's going to be better this week, I think. But it's hard for a guy to go out and play on Saturdays and not do it during the week. That's what you're getting into. But I think at times we've done some things there that hopefully
weekly DJ Hunter update? Is he getting closer?
He's getting closer. I don't know what the timeline is. I'd love to be able to see the day he's gonna play. Yeah, he's practicing. He's gonna practice after that. And, we just gotta, we gotta make the right decision from our doctors and our trainers. We can't set that kid back. I owe it to him as the head coach not to do that to him. And, as soon as our doctors and trainers think he's ready to roll, then we're gonna do everything we need him to play.
Is he into the same thing like when you start the season where he's got so many practices he's got to do in just shorts and?
No.
That's just preseason? Okay.
He's good to go. He'll be out there today, Chuck. He was out there a little bit last week. You'll see him more and more as the week progresses. I don't know if he'll play this week or not. We'll see how it goes.
Is there any,
Any situation, what do you think?
That's Vinny, I can't say if he's played or not at this point. I know that they're making arrangements right now for the funeral. Thoughts and prayers with Vinny. We're going to support Vinny in whatever he decides to do. Lost his mom and stuff. But, we got things set up to where we can get him back here afterwards as they make the arrangements. We'll see what happens. So it's up to him.
Seemed like there was a couple of series there back to back in the second half of that UCF game though, where he was absolutely man among boys. It looked like he was tackling the whole backfield and throwing guys out there. He got the ball there.
And not just Vinny.